For 3 minutes, church bells rang in unison throughout the city of Pueblo today. A moment of pause to remember those who have died from COVID-19 this year. KRDO News Channel 13's Dan Beatty joins us live from the Steel City tonight with this somber remembrance and the hope for a better year in 2021. Dan?
Bart, in 2020, more than 300 people have died from COVID-19 related symptoms here in the city of Pueblo. Today's bells symbolize grief, but also unity and better days ahead. From St. Therese to St. Joseph's Church, places of worship across the Steel City rang their bells in unison, and Pueblo stood in solidarity.
A citizen in the city of Pueblo suggested that on New Year's Eve at noon, we recruit all the churches in town to come out and to ring their church bells in memory of the people who've died from COVID in the city of Pueblo this year.
It wasn't just places of worship. Pueblo Central High School rang the Centennial Central football bell, while fire stations across the city paid homage to the dead in their own way.
There's also a profound sadness that we've lost so many citizens this past year, and it's just trying to find a way to reconcile with that.
For 180 seconds, the bells rang. For the families that have lost loved ones, the suffering businesses, the despair 2020 has brought, but they serve another purpose.
One is that looking and ringing the bells in times of tragedy, but also in ringing the bells in times of triumph.
For Father Michael Chrisman, a priest at St. Therese Church, the bells herald the healthcare workers battling COVID-19 on the front lines, the distribution of a vaccine, and light at the end of a dark tunnel.
The sound of the bells is kind of, we can think of like the choirs of angels singing and being in union with us, in solidarity with us also. And so it kind of has both meanings that are there, is that, although we grieve in a moment of loss, but we also look with eyes of hope and eyes of faith for the future.
Here in Pueblo, there are already signs of better days ahead. The vaccine continues to be distributed to healthcare workers across the city, and thanks to declining COVID-19 case numbers, the city of Pueblo's 10 p.m. to an end starting tomorrow. Reporting live in Pueblo, Dan Beatty, KRDO News Channel 13.